Graeme Haskett. I'm an experienced interim executive, company troubleshooter and business problem solver. I'm very much an all-rounder. I started my first business when I was 24, and you can see I'm no spring chicken now. So, but I do specialise in business turnaround, business recovery and improvement. I'm very operationally based, so I help more in man management, HR support, business development. I think that the specialist area that I would help resolve that most clients have these days is that how I would help them introduce change and keep that change moving along without costly restructuring. The sort of issue that I would help customers with particularly is to do with underperforming and failing performance of their operational side of their business. Very much to deal with HR support, business development and general management issues. Yes, I think particularly nowadays the problem for a lot of clients is that how do they introduce lasting change successfully without costly restructuring, and that's something that I specialise in. Mainly in the construction, engineering and property management type of businesses, but in the public and in the private sector. So local authorities and councils as well as private contractors. I think the main value I add is that nowadays the HR regulations are very complicated, and I have a thorough understanding of that. And my man management skills are probably my greatest asset. So I'm able to increase productivity, to motivate staff, to make sure that the staff motivate the change themselves, so that the change is accepted by the staff. Recently, I was employed by a national social housing contractor to look at 11 underperforming and failing contracts in the southeast of England. 6 of these were losing money heavily, 5 were ticking along all right. I concentrated on the 6. I was able to stem the losses on those. I returned 2 to their clients, which we could never have made any money on. And I was also very successful in one particular contract in doubling the annual turnover. So that overall the 9 remaining contracts still had the same value to the client as the 11, and were no longer losing money. I think if I had to say it in a few words, what I do for a client is improve performance and introduce change without costly restructuring. My best professional trait is undoubtedly my man management skills. I've been managing people for over 35 years. I've met all the players. I know what they're going to say before they say it, and I'm a very good motivator of people as a result of that. The first thing I would do with a new client is to understand fully what's happening. So I want to interview all the players from the top to the bottom to get a feel for what's happening and what's not happening. That way you get a lot of falsehoods, of course, but they tell you what's necessary to change the business.